but we are back now. Jordan Rutherford, quadruple amateur champion, taking the scene by storm this year. It's been a very, very, very good year, all in all, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah, man. It's been a good year, man. Good little run of wins. It's good fighting good people as well, man. So can't complain. Like, it's been a good year for me. I'm hoping to just keep the streak going. Like, so. That's
it. So let's take it back to the start of the year, or was it November last year when you first won the Kingdom belt?
I think it was June or July last year that I won the belt, and then
you defended it, didn't you, first?
Yeah, I had that APFC fight and I defended it in February when I come back from Thailand.
That's it. So at that take us back to that. Did you see yourself doing what you've done now? Did you see yourself going on this run and doing multiple different?
You know, what's mad, mate? I've honestly not put it out there yet, because I've not got my screen. It's just because it's on my other phone and my screen's still fucked. That's all it is. But I've actually wrote down. I don't know if I said it to you on the last podcast. I actually wrote like I'd have like 3 belts. Never mind the 4th. I said I was going to go do the 4 nations and that, but obviously that never happened. But I wrote down on my phone saying, and it's there because the date's know when you change it on your notes, it will tell you the date that you changed it. Obviously, I've not touched it since I wrote it, you know what I mean? And I wrote it last November.
Love it.
And I said, I'm going to go for the belt. Obviously, I'm going to defend my belt in dominant fashion, get a finish. I did. And then I says, I'm going to go for the belt in UKFC or Almighty, and then I'm going to go for the belt in FCC. But I was going for 3 belts on it. So it's just cool. It's just cool, do you know what I mean? Like, again, mate, writing little things down, mate, and just like without even realising them just coming to fruition. So it's cool, man. I think it's that's why I like that little law of attraction stuff, and that's it's quite fun.
That's it, Joe. That's it. And it's the people that you're around as well, isn't it? Like, we've just seen Dean Garnett in potentially the fight of the decade with Lewis Mcgrillen. It's standing you in good stead, isn't it? Being around those sort of people, and you've got a close relationship with Dean. He helped you when you was in prison, talking to you emotionally and being there for you. So that's definitely stood you well, hasn't it, for where you've come to now?
Mate, definitely. I think all the lads have got a good relationship in that gym at the minute. You know, like what you're saying there, like it must be good for the gym, but look at everyone else. Tyler, Tom Harvey, like everyone's flying, man. Marlon's back. It's good, man. There's a good buzz about the gym at the minute. There's I feel like the coaching's up. I feel that's because everyone knows, like, good. Let's get a good end of the year. So then, bam, we're straight back at it next year for the rest of the year, man. It's a good. I think everyone's fighting. I think there's like 12 people in camp. You know, because obviously UKFC is on the same day as FCC. There's FCC, UKFC. There's Golden Ticket. Scott Johnson's on that. Do you mean there's good, man? There's Kingdom obviously as well. Fucking Kingdom's got loads of lads on it. Brilliant, man. Honestly, it's good.
Yeah, they're all the shows are within the couple of weeks, aren't they, in November?
Yeah, literally.
And then is it Almighty that have got one in December?
Yeah, Burnsy's on that as well. 17th of December, I think that is.
So that's brilliant, isn't it? Especially when you've all got fight dates.
Mate, massively, because it just means, like, how do I put it, man? It's like no one's taking days off. Everyone's working.
The intensity levels are high, aren't they? And they remain high all the way through. Then,
mate, that's mostly what we've been focusing on in this camp, man. Like, just keeping like the intensity high the whole way through, man. Like that's it. And it's good because when you've got a whole group of people in there who's all in camp and everyone's got a buzz and everyone knows we're all like winning in a way, mate. Without thinking, we're all winning together. You know what I mean? It's good.
Yeah. 100%, and not just the people. I see you done in the P for P, pound for pound. Making waves over the last 18 months.
Crazy, mate, crazy. I obviously say to us every time, man, keep going, man, because it's like good. The kids are all in it. They're the next guys that are like going to be fighting, man. Do you mean like they're the ones that are going to? He's doing the right thing, man. Trust me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's putting graft in it as well, mate. Do you mean probably having sleepless nights over it sometimes? But telling you what, mate, it'll pay off. That's what happens, isn't it?
Absolutely. So you do your own coaching as well, don't you? So
yeah.
While you're amateur, you still need to earn some bread, don't you? You know, and the sponsors are a massive help, but you need to earn some crust as well yourself.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Do you know what's mad? So like, it was crazy, mate. That last fight, I just felt like I put so much fucking pressure on myself. Not even like, but again, mate, pressure makes diamonds. I love it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like, yeah, if I do this, I'll buzzing. So I got a big infection on my leg. Started PT. So basically, I started PTing, started coaching the ninjas at the gym. So like obviously you're taking what you can, aren't you, when you start PTing? So I was working like, I'm so bad at organising things, man. Like, honestly, I could easily just make it well easier for myself, but I just end up making, like, putting people in slots throughout the day without realising that I must be having no time to myself, you know it. So that last camp, obviously, just becoming like going for the 4 belts, first person to do it, doing the PTing, doing the coaching. I was ended up with a big, massive, bad like infection on my leg, body. That almost like 3 weeks. I couldn't train for the last 3 weeks. Loads of things where I was just like, oh my god, man! Like, I get through this buzzing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the process, I was earning money for it the first time in like a couple of years, honestly. Like, when I was actually like, but now I can go do things and I'm not worrying about dough. So it was decent, man. It was good that it all come together and then getting the win, obviously, as well was brilliant. So.
Been a massive turnaround for you, mate. I've got a lot of
respect. Man, it was cap season. It was good.
Got a lot of respect for you, Jordan, and it's safe to say that you are someone that I look up to now because just your story, and people seem to keep throwing the question out there. They throw it to Shem as well. Is this age? It's too late to start MMA. Is that age too late to start MMA? Is it fuck? Like, you can start.
Listen, like,
never too late.
I'm not slowing down anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to keep going. Like, till the body stops working, mate. I've chose to do this. I'm PTing. I'm waking up in the morning for the first time, mate. And I know it sounds like deep or whatever, but first time when I wake up and I'm actually excited to go to work. You know, because I'm going in on PTing, and I'm just, when I'm doing my PTs, I'm just like, I'm getting better myself. You know. Like, when I've got the ladders, I'm doing the ladders with them. Do you mean, like, it's just one of them? You know what I mean? It's like I found something that I proper enjoy without getting deep on it, man. But it is, man. Like, this is, and it pays well. You know what I mean? So it's good. That side of it does. Obviously, the fighting doesn't. So it's good. That's like when you can do both. You know what I mean? And you try and make it work in it. So it's good. It's not about the money, though. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that in general.
Yeah, of course. But it does help. The money does help.
Of course, I'm saying, yeah, exactly.
But Liverpool, you're doing all this and you're carving it out all based in Liverpool. So, what's your favourite thing about the city apart from the fight and the mixed martial arts? Because everybody knows everybody, don't they? And all gyms kind of mix in together.
I'm not without sounding gay. The people they're just like, do you mean like they're like the Scottish Irish? Do you mean like they're just, don't know, mate, just all like deprived places? I feel like it's just, they all just get on. You know what I mean?
It's not of the earth, innit? It's real.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. It's good down here, man. It's just a good buzz. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I've always got on with scouts, so I've never really had anything bad to say. Obviously, mate, it's nice to be nice, isn't it? There's dickheads everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, there's arseholes everywhere you're on it. There's arseholes in Scotland, but I feel like I've got a good little clique that I'm in doing, and I love it down here, mate. That's why I'm saying, like, people say, oh, are you ever going to move? No chance, man. My fighting's here, my little girl's here. I'll never leave you, man. I'm pretty much a little adopted scout, I mean.
Yeah, that's it now, innit? You're an adopted scout. So what's the plan for Mr. Rutherford next? I know you can't make any announcements yet, but
no, of course, that's what I'm saying, mate. And I don't even want to, mate. Listen, I've just had a word with myself the other day. I'm just going to let it roll. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, listen, if this is the last amateur, it's the last amateur. If it's not, listen, obviously, what can I do? I'll be there working hard in the gym, you know it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But obviously, mate, look, I'm not looking past this next fight.
Like you said, you never take a day off, and we've touched on many times the run that you've had over the last 18 months. Do you think, especially with the 5 rounders, I know they're only 3 minutes, but they're still 5 rounders. Do you think that's really put you in good stead, ready to, like, you're in prime position now?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I'm getting better with every fight. Like, I need this cage time. That's obviously, mate, don't get me wrong, right? I obviously want to get finishes, and that's what I'm thinking about now. That's like that in my head. I'm like, get back to my old ways where I'm not worried about, like, I'm almost like saying to myself, like, putting spells on myself, doing it in a way, like, where I'm like, in there for the 5 rounds, in there for the 5 rounds, in there for the 5 rounds. And I'm like, I'm not even like, almost like I'm not looking for a finish, if that makes sense. I feel like now, like, I've just had, like, my game's going to be about hunting for that finish as well, but at the same time, mate, being ready to be there for the 5 rounds. But generally, like, making that the goal.
No, that's it. I remember watching the Edwards fight, the UKFC one, and there was so many, and you was both slipping and sliding.
That was it, mate. That fight. Yeah, that was. I loved that.
There was that many points, George, where I thought, if there was elbows allowed or this, I'm just thinking there was multiple points where I thought I could go for the finish.
I'm starting to, like, just think about all that kind of stuff now. Like, just like putting them out there type thing, but not like. Not gotten deep with it yet, man. But I will be. That's what I'm going to Thailand for, and that again in the winter. Doing next side the next year. Just going to be there, getting ready. Just getting ready. So I'm excited for, like, But almost like I'm so far, not even like far ahead in amateur career, but it's just about to open up so many new things at like pro for next year and stuff. So I'm buzzing, man. I really am. I'm excited. Like it's like what's meant for you won't pass you by, you on it.
Yeah. Thailand's the hotbed for it, isn't it? Everybody's going out there more and more now.
All the lads, there's going to be like no one in the gym, man. There's like 10 people going to Thailand from our gym, all going at once. All the lads are booked on at the same time. So
brilliant. Where did you go last time?
Bangtown, mate. I wouldn't go anywhere else, mate. Honestly, it's just there's no point. It's like they've got the Hickman brothers. Do you mean like they're like Volkanovski's main coaches?
Yeah.
I mean, like they're just why would you go anywhere else, man? They coach the best in the world, you know.
Definitely. Speaking about coaches, your good friend, gym mate, head coach, however we want to word him, Mr. Dean Garnett. What a fight he was in recently with Lewis.
Mate, crazy.
Wow.
Like, I was there, man. I was there. Honestly, it was crazy to watch. Like it was.
For the new,
Mate, we almost got kicked out, man, because of it, man. All the lads were up. The security, honestly, you should have seen it, mate. Like the whole security from the whole place was just on them because we were going that mad. Do you know what I mean? But no, just mad.
But there's no love lost between Dean and Lewis, is there? Like they were good pals before it. Like they knew each other for a long time. It was stand and bang, and we all got treated to a great fight.
Yeah, mate. It was honestly a heavy fight. Mate, every time I watch it, I was even just showing some of the PT guys the other day. And they were just like watching it. I was like, have you seen this fight? And I was like, nah. I was like, mate, you need to watch this. It would just gives you a certain buzz about when you like show it to someone who's never watched MMA on it.
It was a great advert for British MMA anyway.
Brilliant, honestly. Honestly. And do you know what, mate? He's still in the gym straight away. He was in the gym.
Well, that was my next question. How's he responded to that? Because mate, I know it looks like a clean knockout, but he was up. He was all right straight away. Do you know what I mean? And he could
Listen, Dean is a fucking like fighter, lad. He's mustard. He's a hard bastard. Like,
yeah, mustard, mate, mustard. Moving on to recently, PFL Saudi on Saturday. Francis Ngannou. Did you see the destruction in the first round?
Crazy. I didn't watch the actual fight. I just seen the highlights and I watched it obviously after. But crazy, mate. Crazy. He's just solid, isn't he, man? I think it's mad that he was fighting with all that happening with his like family and stuff, but obviously crazy, mate.
Is he still in the conversation for best heavyweight in the world, do you think?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Obviously, you'll never know because you've got the UFC there, isn't it? I mean, it's the pinnacle, man. Wherever you go, that's who you compare people to. I mean, the competition's always lower. Not lower, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's lower, but that you always find that the UFC guys are the ones that come out on top mostly, aren't they? So
yeah. There is, I think it's a bit hopeful, but with all the Saudis being involved in boxing now, they've done the 5v5 with Queensbury and Matchroom in boxing. They're trying to put the idea out there, and I don't think the UFC are going to go for it, even if it was all the money in the world.
Yeah, the Riyadh season thing.
5v5 PFL versus UFC. Is that something you'd like to see? I mean, for the British, for any MMA fan, that's what we want, isn't it? Really?
Well, look how well that went, mate. Look at Paul Hughes fucking doing that Heiji Miki lad. That's crazy, man. It just goes to show like that there obviously is fucking talent like in these lower leagues, you know. And it's not even lower leagues. I don't mean that Cage Warriors isn't a lot. I just mean like in general that there is talent elsewhere, you know. Like I didn't think he was going to come to it, Heiji Miki. No way. Not that easily. Do you mean I did think he was going to win?
I don't understand why one judge had it for McKee because he nearly knocked him out a couple of times. Them knees were
dropped him like fucking 10 times. It was fucking mad.
That was his coming of age fight, that though, wasn't it? And then he
it was almost like, you know what? It was almost just like it was meant to be on it. It was just happy for him in a way. Do you mean how can you not be? It's just another fighter making it from the UK on it. So.
That's it. He's done the hard graft on the cage where he's as well fighting for peanuts. Do you know what I mean?
That's it, man. Yeah, fighting good fights as well, man. Do you mean how can you knock him, man? Everyone, especially a fighter like he's doing what we want to do in it. So.
That's it. And he called the champion out straight away, Usman, and he wants.
Is it Usman or Umar? Is it Usman or Umar? They say it's like the best person. Like they say he's better than Islam and Khabib. But if it's him, then it'd be mad to see that. Then you know what I mean?
And if McGregor does corner him or help him out, then that's a massive
Dad, I was saying that I went, oh my God, and if he's going to corner him, I was like, why would you want him in your corner? Like, mate, McGregor's just fucking lost the plot at the minute. Why would you want him in your corner? Like, you just be worrying about him kicking off. Like, he won't give a fuck. Once he gets going, he would not care about false fight, man.
It do their pay-per-view structure well though going forward, PFL, because I don't know.
They'd probably love it, lad. Fucking always scripted. I don't know, man.
Yeah, brilliant. Fabian Edwards as well, close defeat to Johnny Eblen.
Mate, honestly, he just needs mate. He's solid. So I know people that went and sparred there, and they've said these good people as well, mate. They've went there and sparred, and they've said that's there's a difference obviously from me to the elites. Do you know what I mean? Because the stuff he's doing on the inside and the way he works his elbow game and stuff. But mate, he's crazy. But then again, he's fighting the best in the world. Look, Sean Strickland even said that Johnny Eblen's the best, literally the best. Do you mean
everybody's yeah.
So obviously, how can you knock him? He's a champion, the one other division that everybody in the world knows about as well.
That's it.
How can you? I don't know. It's when you're at that high level, both guys know what they're up to, man. It's just comes down to who's just got that little bit more in it.
Can Edwards still become a world champion?
What's it? Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Just Johnny Eblen's a problem for him.
As soon as he goes.
As soon as Johnny goes, then it might open up.
Like a Khabib thing. But nah, that was better than the first fight. You know what I mean? Well better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, massive improvements again. It just needs another couple of tweaks, mate. Just improves. Back to the gym, mate. He loves it. He loves what he does. So it's not going to be tough for him if it's just another challenge. But obviously it's going to take a while to get the shot again. But that'll be what it is.
I think moving forward now for the PFL, everybody's going to look at that Saudi card and think, well, that's the best they've produced, pay-per-view wise. So how do they better that now, and how do they keep with that going forward? Because it was filthy. It was a lovely card.
I know, it's quality. I thought some of the prelims were not boring, but I think it's the only thing it's boring. I think it's just because you're not there to watch them, you're on it. In a way, and I'm a fight fan as well. I'm not saying that. I just mean in general, it's just a lot of wrestling. Do you mean it was just? But that's what it is.
It is, right. UFC 308 this week. Let's get some quick predictions on. I
don't know. Was this one? Was it this podcast I talked on the last time when was it just Max had just fought?
I think it was just after.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So because I named the dogs, didn't I?
Yeah. No, I'm leaning towards Topuria. But
listen,
I can't write Max off. Who in the right mind would write Max Holloway off?
That's the only thing. That's what I think. Max Holloway is bigger than him. He doesn't actually look.
Yeah, he's taller by a foot.
It doesn't look that much. Normally, Max. Do you know that one when he's on that interview on telly, and he looks dead drained to the hills, and he looks like a proper smackhead. He doesn't look like that this time. Do you mean he looks like he's half still with his lightweight face, lightweight shape in the body? I think it's stupid them coming. But then again, who am I to say? I'm not saying stupid. I just mean I like seeing him at lightweight. You know, he looked good. That's the only reason why people want him to stay. If he looked shit, they'd be like, I got back to featherweight. But he looked amazing. So now he's if he comes out and does Topuria, you're oh my God, he could fight anyone in the world that before. But if he's the BMF and the featherweight, I bet he goes for the lightweight title. I bet he does. It'd be fucking crazy.
He was talking about that on Mighty Mouse's podcast the other day, and I think before the Gaethje fight, he was walking around at 149, so he didn't have that much to put on anyway. But you know yourself, that 1 pound can be a bastard.
Yeah, of course, mate, 100%. I mean, I'm quite blessed in the way with my weight cuts. Is I don't really struggle that much.
Lucky man.
I know, mate. And I mean, it's honestly it's good in a way. Obviously, don't get me wrong. There's been times where I've had hard saunas, but that's strictly for me just on fight week getting hungry.
Yeah.
Do you mean just eating yogurts and just still stuff that's still light, but when it comes down to it, man, it's like, do you know what? I'll have these couple of yogurts and bits so I'll just have a chemo.
That's the most testing time, isn't it? When you're the most fucking hungry, man.
100%, but at the same time, I found a good balance. I don't like put pressure on myself. If I eat that, oh my God, oh no, I might get I'm just listen, I should be able to eat what I want and still perform. Do you know, I should be able to do this and still perform. It shouldn't be because of that. I mean, because I never took my perfect boxers that day, I lost. It's that's why I always change my walkout tunes and that.
Yeah,
I don't want to something different every time. Do you know? Or it's like the colour of my ankle like my anklets. Do you mean it'll be different colour or like? Do you mean?
Yeah, I like that. I like little touches like that. That's nice.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just change the music on my song or change the colour of my anklet. Just something different. Where like I'm not like nothing was the same. You know what I mean? Going into that fight.
Yeah.
The last one I had.
Who were you leaning towards then, Max or Ilya?
That's what I'm saying, mate. I think Ilya gets to make. Just look what he just did to Volk. How can you say he can't do that to it?
Like you're only as good as your last fight, aren't you? And if you're going to base it on that, beating the,
I feel like Tapori, he was just
heavyweight champion ever.
He was just as cocky with Volkanovski. So people are saying, "Oh, he's quite cocky. He's overconfident." Like he was just saying all this type of shit to Volkanovski, and he went out and knocked him out. So it'd be a bit mad. It'd be crazy. It'd be mad. It'd almost be like an upset. It's not. Do you mean? I reckon he might. If he's going to do it, it'll be by knockout.
Yeah.
It won't be by a 5-round war where it's like thingy. That'll be Max's territory. Even just, I reckon he'll pick him up. If you watch the way Max fought Gaethje, he was long as fuck, and every time he stepped down, he was one step back. Tapori is well smaller than Gaethje, and Gaethje swings like, not in a way swings like him, but he has the big dangerous shots. Max was eating them, and Max was, you know what I mean? Like he was out the way of every one of them. So I don't know.
Yeah, and everyone keeps saying it that I've heard speak about it this week that Tapori needs to have him in the perfect position, and Max will not.
That's what I'm saying. They look at him. You're telling me that if Tapori starts ducking, like bobbing and weaving in, Max isn't going to do like a jumping spinning kick or not just to set him off, or he's not going to be there. You know what I mean? I reckon it'll miss. It'll be like a game of chess, man. It'll be missed by millimeters. Shots.
Yeah, it's a game of millimeters, isn't it, mate? Yeah.
It's got to be. We've all obviously. That's why I'm in my room now because some of the lads are around in that. But on Saturday we've got the lads coming around to watch the UF, and it's brilliant. It's on. It's on in the daytime. You on it?
Yeah, it's a nice English time friendly card, which I'm happy about.
It's good as well. Do you know that is?
Hazmat Chimaev is back after his up and down last couple of years, we'll call it now, but he's facing Robert Whittaker now. That's like an acid now if he's going to come back with a bang, he's got the most acid of acid tests there, right?
100%. I do feel like Usman was amazing, but he did come off the couch, you know what I mean? When he fought Usman, so he did do that to Usman on like no camp type thing. You know what I mean? But he was like on his back the whole time, and do you know what I mean? And Chimaev did come out all pumped as fuck. I don't know, I feel like Chimaev is going to be smarter this time. I don't think he's just going to rush in and just do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like he fancied these chances at striking with Rob. Do you mean? But he done that with Gilbert, and I feel like Robert's better than Gilbert. You know, so.
Yeah, definitely. But he's gone back to his homeland.
That's what I mean. Like he's just. Have you watched the videos on embedded?
Yeah.
Oh my god! See the stuff they're doing with the kettlebells and that, man. Like I was like, oh my, like wrestling techniques with the kettlebells. I was like,
kettlebell wrestling is fucking nuts. I think that's where he'll win it, me.
That's it, yeah. Like that'll be it. That's what I'm saying. I think it will. If he's going to win it, it'll be like a constant like wrestling pressure job, doing ground and pound, doing it that type of way. But
yeah,
I feel like if he gasses, it's Whittaker's doing. So I feel like Whittaker won't gas. You know?
Yeah, definitely. And one of our own, Lerone Murphy versus Danny. What a fight that is.
People were saying like, oh, I don't know on that. Like, and everyone I'm speaking to at my gym, they're saying like Lerone sick. Like he is. He's so good. They were saying like he's never not been sharp. Do you know what I mean?
He's an athlete. He's
an absolute shape. And mate, Ige, man, like he's going to be Ige. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying Ige's thingy, but like, he's definitely going to be Ige. And I feel like he's just, he's good. He's unreal.
He is. I think that's going to be his coming of age fight, Lerone, as well, breaking into the top. I mean, the Barbosa fight was a big fight, but I think this is the one. He'll get in the top 10 with a title run after this.
Mate, defo. I feel like people said as well though that Barbosa was old. I was like, you're mad. Like, regardless if he's old, no one's ever done that to Barbosa. Put a pace on Barbosa, regardless of Barbosa's age. You mean, and if Lerone's shit, how's Barbosa not dealing with him then?
And everyone's dismissing the fact of how much experience Barbosa has. You know,
mate. Look what Barbosa's done to
young prospect.
Mate, look what he's done to everyone. Do you mean Lerone did that to him? Landed the most strikes he's ever been hit with. Was that what it was? It was the most. It was the most damage he's ever had.
It was a clinic, mate. To be honest.
Yeah, mate, honestly, fair play to Lerone. Like, I feel he's going, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like Barbosa's better than Ige. Barbosa's just older and had a couple of losses. That's why
yeah.
he's went back. That's why he's went back in the rankings, not because of the on it. So it's just, I feel like he's definitely going to get past DG. Like.
Definitely. Now, just to the last little point I wanted to touch on, away from 308, Jake Cadler being released by the UFC.
I thought it was mad. I feel like there's worse people in the UFC. I don't really think I rate Jay Hadley. I think he's good. I'm saying I think there's worse people in the UFC who are getting fights regularly. So why is he being cut? I don't know. So I think it's a mad one. It's almost like what's going on with the UFC, man? Is how easily you get cut if you get there? Do you mean like you're winning fights, taking short notice fights, and you're still getting cut? Like what are you meant to do? Like fucking like it's crazy. Then I seen a post that Sam Alves getting another fight. He's on like an 8-loss streak, and it's between and then like Luke Riley again. Someone seen a post there, but I'm not getting in the UFC. And it's like, what the fuck? Why are you cutting these people and not signing these people? And it's almost like I don't know.
Mad in it.
It's like, you think, what the fuck?
like you said, that I look at some of them in the UFC and I think our regional guys are better than you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate. Honestly, there definitely is. Like, there's talent on all these regional shows, man. Fucking get yourself to the Kingdoms, get yourselves to the fucking UKFCs, FCCs, almighties. Like, there's talent everywhere, mate.
Get yourself to FCC, and that's like I've got respect for all of them, but FCC is like the ultimate one.
They're doing it with the pros. They're doing it with the pros. But all the shows are up and coming, man. It's good. It's awesome.
Lovely. Well, hopefully we'll see you in the Ultimate Fighting Championship one day, Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep, mate, honestly, listen, you have my word here. I'm going to keep grinding. I said to you the last time, mate, like I'm going to be non-stop. When it's pro, mate, it's the same. Active as fuck, not slowing down. 4 Oz gloves, mate. I feel like it'll just suit me better.
Definitely.
But that's when the time's right. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I'm still learning out there, and listen. I've not done this for long. If I had time on my side, not even saying I don't know. I'm only 30. Do you mean? But if I had time on my side, if I was 21 and I was in this position I'm in now, I'd just keep going for the belts, mate. I'd do what Mohamed Mokaev did. Just get a good record, bam, be ready, then boom. There's not long till the big jump. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, Jordan, and you're very humble with it as well, mate.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it, man.
Very, very grounded.
Hey, karma.
That's it. You're a good family man, and I hope it all falls into place for you, brother. I honestly do.
I appreciate it, brother. You're good.
Right. Thank you for your time.
See you later, man. Speak to you soon.
Take care, my mate.
Bye.